Hello everyone, it's time for a bunch of quads to go find some new homes. So yes, this is a giveaway. This is not to say any of these quads are bad or that no one should want them. It just comes down to the fact that I have a lot of things I can fly, and really when it comes down to it, there are only about 5 or 6 quads that I get back out on a regular basis. But the one I keep turning to, oh shoot, I don't think I have it out. That's the one I forgot. It's right here. I keep going back to the Rocket Race from Jack's 3D Printing. It's basically it's an Uzi 85 with the parts all put onto this with Emu Flight and then a PID tune that I worked up for it. Little 2S 300 milliamp battery, and it's just tons of fun. I fly this thing all the time. Still flying it. I have 4 of these in different sorts of builds. I think maybe when I did the video on this, I may have kind of missed the mark because I made it so long and detailed, probably because of my own excitement, that it got kind of confusing for some. So I'll link my original video, but I'm thinking that maybe I need to revisit this in a much more simple format. It's loads of fun. I know the frame's hard to get over in the UK or anywhere outside of the US, but this is the one I keep 2S batteries. I've actually got there's 3 right here fully charged. I've always got batteries ready to fly this thing. So as far as the rest of this stuff goes, it's not because I don't think they're any good or they're not fun to fly. It's just that I've got so many other things that I would rather fly. These things need to go find new homes. They need to be crashed, maybe flown first, then crashed. And it's getting full around here. We're getting close to the holidays. We're going to need some additional space to hide presents away from the kids. So one of the good spaces that we like to use is kind of back behind some of the shelving. So I need to be able to move boxes around enough to be able to get back there. So I need to move some things. I don't know how many I've got out, but as the giveaway goes, for those that are new to this, it's a good idea to be subscribed so you see the results video. There will be a results video. There is a form. It's a Google form linked down in the video description. You fill out that form. Shouldn't take you more than maybe 20-30 seconds. Sometimes I like to throw some questions out there just to kind of get a feel for what the community's doing, what the community's thinking about, maybe some topics that haven't been quite covered. And it's not really for video ideas. It's just kind of for my own purposes of getting to know what you guys are doing, and maybe if you're like me and you're getting ready to experience the true winter, are you prepped for whoop time? By the way, whoop season, little PSA, if you're looking for gates, I would encourage you to get some gates. Whether they're fancy gates or not, I would get some gates for your whooping inside, even if you have a small apartment. I have seen, awesome pilots like Daniel Daylight. He set up a little track in his bedroom, one room, and he had like 5 gates. I think it was a cube and maybe 2 or 3 other gates set up, and he just ran this crazy track. Of course, he's a top flight pilot, but even with a small space and some gates, it can change the sort of fun that you have. So mobility gates, I'll put them here on the screen. He has the styrofoam and LED light gates. We Bleed FPV also has some really fancy LED gates. I think they've been working on something new. They've been teasing online. A Newbie Drone has their blow-up gates. You may have seen those recently. I got those weeks and weeks and weeks ago and blew them up, and they're still as taut as they were that day. Those are the 3 off the top of my head. I'm sure there are others that have gates. So Newbie Drone for the blow-up gates. They're real inexpensive. You get a pack of 3 for like $20 or less. We Bleed FPV for LED gates that are able to change kind of the pattern and the colors, and mobility gates. I'll link those down in the video description for easy clickability. No affiliate or anything like that. I just think that gates are a good thing to have for winter season for most of us. And those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, we're getting ready to experience winter. You can only enter the giveaway once. The form should limit that. And you just fill that out and you submit it. Make sure when you type in your email address, it is correct. I will cover shipping up to $35 as per usual. And that's one of the things that the channel does, is it affords me to buy things that vendors don't want to send me for whatever reason, or it allows me to, buy something like maybe a light or a USB extension or What are some of the non-FPV things I have bought? Rubber bands, I guess. I use them for FPV. But anyways, and it allows me to pay for shipping to send these things to new homes so they can be enjoyed by others. I do oftentimes get feedback when the product arrives, and people are appreciative, and many of them have flown them and give some feedback on how they fly, and maybe ask more questions about how they've gotten it. So all these will have videos on the channel. If you want to look at those videos, just type in the name and hopefully you can find it fairly easily. As far as shipping goes, the only places I've had troubles with shipping, well, somehow a package that I had intended to go to Brazil ended up going to Spain and then Brazil. I need to look, but I may have typed something wrong, or it may just how shipping worked out. If it comes with accessories, you'll get all the different accessories. If I left them in the box, I don't ship any batteries, so you're going to need to buy batteries for these. Oftentimes it doesn't have a receiver. I've taken my receiver back out. It's something that I reuse on the channel, so you may need in some of these instances to get a receiver in it as well. I think that's it. If there's anything that I've forgotten about the giveaway, I'll just put a little pinned comment or something that I've forgotten here. I don't have it down pat. It's probably been, what, a couple of months since I've done a giveaway. Too long. Anyways, so let's get started. When we do the results video, if, like, let's say the first one we'll start with is the Emax race. This one here. Hopefully you can see that. So if you're drawn first in the results video, you would get the first quad scene. If you're drawn second, then you get the second quad scene. So on and so forth. So that should be pretty straightforward. We've done it several times. So Emax race. Or is this the race 2? I forget. This quad. Number 2 is the Baby Nazgul. This is the 63mm edition. These are fun. I just don't fly 1S outside very much. Again, I go back to my rocket race. I fly 2S outside. And this is the 40mm prop version. So basically 2 and then 3. Here's a Whoop. This is the US 65. This is an Eachine product. This is 2S, has the GNB 27 connectors on it. I do know that this box has the charger and the power adapter for plugging into a wall. Again, no batteries on this one. So this would be number 4. Number 5, we'll go with this one sitting right here on my desk. Oh, my rubber band is broken here. Yeah, it needs a new rubber band. Now I'm escaping me. What's this called? Is this the Uzi 80? I think this is the Uzi 80. Basically, it's a happy model product on not prop protected. I think it's the Uzi 80. It's funny. Okay, over here we've got the Eachine LR3. This is the long range. It uses 2 18650 batteries. It's got a GPS module up here. It's got crossfire in it. I'm leaving the crossfire in it, so you don't have to replace that. That would be number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, this is number 6. Number 6. Number 7 is the Petrol 120. I believe this is the Pro. This is the 6S version. One of these was just... Whoa, my glasses! One of these was a screaming demon. This might be it. 1404, 4600 kV, I think. This might be the 6S edition. Maybe it was just 4S. Again, all those particulars. This one looks like it's got a receiver in it. If you wanted to know the particulars, as I started to talk about there, there'll be a video somewhere on the channel. So this is number 7. Number 8 is the HGLRC Veyron 25. Little sin whooper. I think the receiver's still in that one too. Yeah, receiver's still in that one as well. Number 9 is the Diatone Roma 4. This is a 4-incher. This is the one I did not break. It's got those giant 2200 series motors on it. This is a 4-incher. No receiver in this one because it does just plug right in. So if you have an RXSR that you can plug into it, it's got the wiring harness down in there, easy peasy. So that one's in good shape. This one wasn't even posted that long ago, but there's been like no activity as far as comments or questions on this one. So I think this one can go find a new home. And this is the Diatone Roma 3.5. This is a 3.5-inch version, and this is the one that I did break. So obviously this will need a new frame. I'm pretty certain that the components are still fine. I mean, worst case scenario, this motor's damaged, but you still have a good flight stack, VTX camera. You can take these parts off and use it on something else, or you can just replace the potentially one damaged motor and be up and flying again. I would put this on a 4-inch frame, though. That's what I would do. I think on a 3.5-inch frame, the motors just need more prop. They're too big, too much weight. Okay, that was the last of the quads. I do have a still one tuner RC Thor. It's a 2S charger that I need to find a home for. So in one of these boxes where, you know, I can just squeeze this in, lucky bonus for someone. Also need to find a home for this radio. This is the LDARC EX8 radio. I think they kind of missed the mark on this. I think most of us can agree. But if you get it for free, it could be of use to you. So this will be... what number is this one? By my count, this would be product number 11 that we're giving away. Last but not least, I'm going to have a second form down there. This is going to be the Express LRS 915 megahertz giveaway. I have 2 beta FPV kits and 1 Namimmo. I'm not going to possibly use every module, so these can find homes and be used by someone else. You know, of course, if it's not legal in your area or it's just not of use to you, that would be one you want to skip. That's why I'm kind of putting it in a separate form. But if 915 megahertz is legal for you to use, or you just want it, there'll be that secondary Google form down there. So I have 3 of those. I do think there's receivers in the Namimmo, because I did keep those separate so I wouldn't confuse my own self. Yeah, it looks like I got a couple of receivers for that one. And the module, of course, down in there as well. The beta FPV modules, I think, were just modules themselves. This is actually new. I don't know why beta FPV sent it to me, but they did. I'm presuming it works. And it's got the fancy antenna in there. Beta FPV probably thought I'd make a video about it, but I mean, at this point, it should just work. I haven't heard any reason why it wouldn't just work. And making a video about it is kind of... it's difficult. I don't want I don't want videos to be boring, so that was one that made it hard. This other one is a slim module. Hopefully you can see that through the reflection there. Yeah, it's a slim module. So, oh, and this one does have some receivers in it. So good, I did keep those all together. So, bonus slim module, you will get a couple of receivers with that as well. So those will be in a separate giveaway. As I've rambled through everything, I haven't thought about anything that I have forgotten to discuss. I do tend to put stickers, whether it's one from the channel or one that I've collected. I keep a stack of stickers over here. I give the stickers away. I just put them in boxes as I'm packing everything up. I think that is it. So we've got 10 quads, 1 radio, some beta FPV stuff, not just beta FPV, some Express LRS 950 megahertz stuff, and a Thor charger. Pretty good giveaway. Christmas comes early. I'm hoping to do this again before Christmas, though. I don't know. I like giving stuff away, and I like knowing that, you know, at least a handful of people that get something will use it and enjoy it. So, and it certainly doesn't need to collect dust on my shelves, and it keeps my wife happy too. Okay, so we've got 2 links. I've said it a couple times down in the video description to both Google Forms. One for the overall giveaway and one for the Express LRS giveaway. And we'll leave this up for about 7 days. It'll stay up, but I'll do the results video in about 7 days. And then when I do the results video, we'll say you have 4 days to get in contact with me. Not that hard. Sending an email, it only takes a moment. I've only had a handful of instances where somebody didn't get back in contact with me very quick. And it was like 5 months later. So they didn't get what they thought they were going to get. It's a good idea to be subscribed, but you don't have to. There will be a results video. That's how you'll know whether you won or not. It's always fun. I try to time my communication out. But so this is the end of the giveaway. Good luck to everyone, and we'll see you in the next video.